Hello, entrepreneurs and taxpayers. Now, I don't expect you guys to get this, but I'm going to throw it out here. I'm going to throw it out quick, and we're going to follow up and we're going to talk about it. So, when I talk about the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act bill of 2017 that was done when the president, who is now number 47, was then 45, he changed the tax rates. There used to be three basic tax rates: a 10%, a 22%, and something else, 35%. I cannot remember them verbatim. In other words, and I used to tell entrepreneurs all the time, and I used to tell taxpayers all the time, look at your W 2. Your W 2 is that form that you get at the end of the year, every year, from a job. If you work a regular job that pays you a paycheck every week, every 2 weeks, once a month, or bi-weekly, however they pay you, then they deduct taxes. They deduct federal taxes, Medicare, and Social Security. So when you look at it, if what you make, if your federal withholding is 10% roughly about what you make, I used to tell most people you're in good shape, because most were. The 10% was broad. In other words, you could make pretty good money and still be in the 10% tax bracket. But in 2017, they changed that. When you hear them talking about wiping out the middle class, and maybe you don't fully understand, in other words, now there are so many different tax brackets. So whereas 10% before, you were getting a larger return because they were like, oh, you overpaid. Now that 10% is probably a minimum to keep you from paying. Make sense? Getting better, getting closer, you kind of following me? So now with all the different tax brackets, people who were not paying, you're paying more in taxes than you ever have before, which means at the end of the year, when it's time to do your tax return, you're not getting as much back. In fact, some people are finding out that I owe. Once again, most people say, okay, Kim, that doesn't make sense if that was done in 2017. And I'm telling you that I'm just now, in the last couple of years, noticing it. Let me explain it. That's because up until the pandemic, most of you were still at the same job. Some of you have changed jobs. Some of you have gone, some of you had lifestyle changes where you were in school and now you're full-time, and you may have filled out a different W-4. That new W-4 changed everything. It asks you verbatim, do you have any dependents in the house under 17? You usually say yes, no. Do you have this? Do you have that? That's what determines how much money is being withheld from your check. The original W-4 form that I lived under for 40 years of my life didn't ask you that. It just says how much do you want to claim on your taxes or withheld from your check. It gave you a choice. So you were able to benefit from not having as much taken out or having more and getting it at the end of the year. Now you don't have that option, and you're feeling it now because of the economy and all of the changes in the economy, which has come through the job changes and everything through COVID, all of which came as a result of this fool that you all voted for as number 47 when he was number 45. Does it make sense? Do you get the picture? I need you to understand that, because midterm elections are coming up, and you need to make sure that you vote, that you need to vote democratically, because right now everything, the House, the Congress House, which is who holds the purse strings, as well as the Senate, are all under the influence of the Republicans, who are saying nothing about the way 47 is handling business. Not only that, I need you to understand on your tax-wise how and why things have changed. If you have any questions, I'm putting my number out there. Reach out to me. Come on. You don't need to do this. This is not your niche. This is what I do, and I do it well. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee. Watch, like, subscribe. Call me. That's what I do. Bye-bye.